Have you ever felt highly motivated in the beginning of the day and then crash at the end of the day? Have you ever told yourself you need to quit this one single habit, but you keep relapsing to it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you need self control, obviously. You also need willpower. This video will teach you about your willpower reserve and how to create a schedule that optimizes your productivity. Now, this video is based off the book Willpower Instinct and also from my personal experiences. So let's begin. Now, the first point that I want to bring up is that you need sugar for your self control. Now, that sounds counterintuitive, but stay with me. The sugar will act as energy for your brain, and for self control, you do need energy. Now, don't start stuffing your face with Krispy Kreme donuts. The amount of energy that you need for self control is about half a Tic Tac every single minute, which means around every single hour, taking one Skittle is actually acceptable. And this will help you have more self control and a more willpower reserve. Now, this means that energy in your brain becomes a currency, which isn't good because your brain will start to get greedy. If you ever went on a jog and you felt like you can't run anymore after 2 to 3 kilometers, it's your brain tricking you and saying that you're about to collapse, even though you have a lot of energy left. It's because your brain just doesn't want to spend it, just like humans with money. Now, this is evident if you keep running. After 5 kilometers to 6 kilometers, you feel like you have a lot of energy. It's because you truly do. It was just your brain tricking you in the moment. So now here's the problem. If you keep eating Skittles, you'll probably turn into queso. And so the actual way to boost willpower reserve for the long term is by taking rests regularly. Now, rests doesn't mean watching YouTube or doom scrolling. It means resting your brain by literally meditating or just sleeping. Having a good amount of sleep and meditating will boost your willpower reserve and boost your self control to astronomical levels. Now, to sum up the first point, you need to take rests regularly. And if you need a short term energy boost for your self control, take one Skittle an hour. If you find yourself highly motivated in the morning and very demotivated in the late afternoon, then this schedule will be perfect for you. In the mornings, do your work. Wake up at 6 to 7 a.m. and do your work that you need to do. Maybe that's making your business, writing your book, doing whatever needs to be done as work or studying. Then, later in the afternoon, you start winding down. And then around 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. is where you could do whatever you want. You could watch TV, rest, do whatever. Preferably, go to the gym at that time. If you find yourself highly demotivated to go to the gym in the late afternoons, then go to the gym in the morning. If you find yourself highly demotivated to stick to your diet, eat the dietary foods in the morning and then eat whatever you want after 6 p.m. This schedule highly helped me. I am a person who crashes at the end of the day but feel highly motivated in the morning. Right now I'm recording this at 10 a.m. because I don't think I'll be very highly motivated in the late afternoon. So I wake up early and I do the stuff that I need to do in the morning. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is dopamine. Everyone thinks of dopamine as just the feel-good hormone, but dopamine actually is just an acting hormone. It makes you feel good in the moment to do something that you want to act. Now, the reason why your brain acts like this is because back in the day, if you saw a berry in the bushes and you were hungry, and you didn't have any dopamine release when you see the berry, you wouldn't feel motivated to eat that berry and you would eventually die from starvation. That's why you need dopamine to be released to act and do something. So dopamine is good, but in a world that we live in right now, there's too much dopamine everywhere. So your brain will start releasing dopamine even if you don't do anything good. If you see something that will make you feel good, like a Twinkies bar just from an ad, you'll feel more gravitated to eat a Twinkies bar. That's why samples work so well. If you go to a store like Costco and they give you a store sample of, let's say, a cinnamon bun, you'll end up with more items in your shopping cart. And so that's why you need to take rests and get those short-term energy boosts so that you could resist those temptations. Now, this is going to be the last part of the video and arguably the most important part of the video. This is how to break a habit successfully. Now, first things first, you're fighting the devil. Every temptation and every bad habit is the devil. So you need to find Christ. You cannot defeat any temptation or any devil's tricks without Christ, because Christ is the only one who destroyed the devil. So you need to have a relationship with God to successfully break a habit. Now, the second thing is make your habit public and have a grudge against it. Make it so that you make a deal with your friend that if you fall into the habit one more time, then you'll have to pay him $20. Now, the reason why this works is because every time you're going to be tempted by the devil, you're going to remember the real world. You're going to remember the consequences of paying $20 to your friend and the long-term consequences that happen from that bad habit. Because every time you're tempted, your mind will create a world, not the real world, a world of its own, thinking that if he does that one thing, that one bad habit, everything will feel good. Dopamine will be released and you'll feel good, which is true because it's going to be a short-term pleasure, but you know that in long term, there's going to be very many consequences. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned a lot. And check out my website documentary that I'm making.